Hello everybody, my name is Manan. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the most asked question to me, which is, how do I get a job in Estonia, Manan? Just like you. We are going to go over 5 essential tips that can help you really increase your chances when you come to Estonia. Essential point to understand is that I have said it many times before. Estonia is a hub for IT and IT-based jobs. If you have that kind of profession, data scientist, software developer, all these kind of things, then you have very good chances, and it's even possible that you don't necessarily even have to look for a job. But in this video, we are going to cover aspects and tips and tricks that can help you land a job, no matter what profession you are in. Let's begin. Tip number 1, and I cannot stress the importance of this enough, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is essential in this day and age. If you are a professional, if you are working, and if you don't have LinkedIn, then you are really missing out. Please make a LinkedIn profile. Please fill it up as much as possible. Please start adding content, projects, all the things that you have done in your profession up till now, because this will be a sort of a digital version of you on the outside. No matter which company do you apply, when you get for an interview, it's entirely possible that the company and the HR managers are looking at your LinkedIn profile. There are a lot of opportunities even right there on LinkedIn, because a lot of recruiters are there, a lot of jobs are advertised there. And the more you expand your network, you will start to see people. The more you start to increase your connection, you will start to see opportunities that lie there. Again, I cannot stress the importance of LinkedIn enough. If you can't do anything else, then make at least a LinkedIn profile, fill it up with a picture, headline, banner, about me, all the things that you need to make a good profile. There are tons of resources available online on how to make a good LinkedIn profile. Make a LinkedIn profile. That's the most important thing. Tip number 2, references. Who do you know and who do they know? The way I got my second job in Estonia is because one of the people who were working in my new company was looking for another person. They called my old university professor and they asked them, is there anybody you know who has these certain skill sets? And my university professor took my name, and that's how I landed this job. Understand that this job was not even advertised. It just was because of a reference. The reason why I'm telling you that is that the more you expand your network, the more you start to know more people, whether it is through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through personal references, or even through your social activities. You go for gym, you go for dancing, you go for any social events anywhere. Try to expand your network, because that will give you a lot of leverage. Quite oftentimes, once somebody references someone, then even the whole HR process becomes very simple. The interview and everything becomes more simple, because understand that companies need people. Companies need competent people, and they would not let any person go if they find they are a good match. So expand your social circle, expand your activities, go around, meet people. Don't hesitate to say hello to someone you don't know, because you never know how this might turn out. Tip number 3, other apps and resources. There are some other resources. There is an app called MeFrank, which allows you to make a profile and then recruiters reach to you. There is also this online job board website in Estonia called CV-keskus, which has quite a lot of job openings. And then there is this third option, which is also recruiters and companies. A lot of them are on LinkedIn, so if you're there on LinkedIn, then you're golden. But there are a lot of recruitment companies that you can also look and search for. I find that this method doesn't work so well, but it's always good to try everything when you're looking for a job and you really want a good one. Tip number 4, about the interview. So you have finally found a job, you have sent your CV, and they've called you for an interview. How to prepare for that? Now, it depends on what kind of job you are being offered. I mean, is it a software-based job? Is it a hardware-based job? Are you a data scientist? Because there might be a few steps. You might have to do a few tests which I'm generally not a fan of. Simple tips is that if you are going for in-person interview, then you don't have to dress so formally. Maybe smart casual is the way to go. Please don't call anybody sir or madam or boss or things like that. Just Google the name of the person that is interviewing you, find out their name, find out how to pronounce it, and then just mention the name. A good way to greet yourself is hello, hi, my name is Manan. It's good to meet you, Mr. Martin. That's it. Shake your hand very firmly, look into the eyes of the person, and smile. And take a deep breath and relax. Usually I found that I really enjoy interviews. I've done a lot of interviews myself. A person who is at ease the most can do well. Please understand that an interview is not just about your skills. It's about how you handle different situations. It's about how you are able to adapt to an uncertain environment and challenges which might come when you're working in a new company. It's more a test of your nerves than it is about your brain cells. At least that's what I believe. And finally, tip number 5, and that is about the salary. Now, I cannot tell you exactly what salary should you expect. If you really want to know, then you're welcome to reach out to me on Instagram or LinkedIn, messaging me, because I get a lot of such messages, and based on your own personal situation, I tend to help them and advise them as much as possible. But a few things to note. First thing to note is that your salary does not depend on your capabilities. A salary depends on how expendable you are. So if you are somebody who has a very unique skill set, then you might be able to negotiate a lot more. If you are replaceable very easily, for example, if you're working in a customer service job, then there might be hundreds of different people who are able to take your job. But if you are working as a data scientist who has this very specific niche knowledge about SaaS services, then you might be able to negotiate your salary really, really well. Another thing to note is that it's not just always about your salary. So if there is some room to negotiate your salary, and the company is not willing to negotiate more, then you can always ask for some other perks and benefits. For example, one thing I really like is that you can always ask for more paid holidays, ability to work from home, or ability to work remotely for a while. There are many different things that you can negotiate. Another thing also important to note, if you're coming from abroad and you are offered a salary, I've noticed that companies generally tend to offer you a little less if they are bringing you from abroad, because it's quite an expensive process for companies to get somebody onboarded from another country, because they have to pay for your visa, your tickets, your application, and all these kind of things. That is something that you might have to keep in mind, that if the company is bringing you from abroad, you might be paid a little less. Depending on your goals and your future objectives, this might not be such a bad thing. So that was all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative for you. As I said before, you can freely reach out to me on Instagram or LinkedIn if you want to ask me something specific about your situation. I try to help as many people as possible in any way I can. So that was all. Thank you so much for watching. I have to ask something from you, and that is, if you like the videos that I'm making, then please consider subscribing, and please consider ringing this bell thing down below so that you always know when I upload a video. I would really appreciate that. And if you don't like my videos, then you are welcome to not watch them, or you can unsubscribe. That's perfectly fine, perfectly reasonable, and I'm happy to see you regardless. Thank you again, and take care, and bye-bye.